crux of what Fulton Street is.
The murder? The actual?
Yes. So who killed Biggie?
Wow. My man over here looking like that's crazy. So, yeah, it is. Absolutely.
But I tell people, when Biggie first got murdered, nobody ever asked me, Cam,
right.
Yo, who do you think killed Biggie? Right? No interviewer, no police. They've done 1 million documentaries, 1 million movies, and that question never came to me, right? So I'm saying, but damn, if I think about it, I'm supposed to be technically, because I was his business partner, his only true business partner. He was signed to Bad Boy, but when it came to business, I was his partner.
Right.
Like, aren't you supposed to have a conversation with the partner?
Right. Absolutely. 100%.
And the wife.
Yeah.
Those are the first two people you be like, hey, because if you listen to people tell the story, right? There's a story out there that says Biggie they seen a $64 million contract with your name in it, Charlie Baltimore's name in it,
right.
and the Mafia's name in it, right? Then unfortunately Big dies.
Right.
But
I want to get to that. I don't want to rush over that because that was part of that was.
What's happening, y'all?
Right? No,
what y'all got going on?
That's the way it's been happening, right? I want to tell the story in context,
right?
But everybody.
Crazy day in America, ain't it? Crazy ass day. School pew-pewing. You know what I mean? What y'all got going on tonight? How y'all feeling? Alright. Tap the screen. I ain't really got nothing going on, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Really ain't got too much going on, just cooling. Priming up. A crazy day, man. Crazy day in America. What up, Pam? What y'all got going on? I'm just cool. Shonda, what up, baby? Long time no see. How you doing? Yeah, ain't really got much going on, bro. Just chilling, literally. Cut the tip of my damn thumb off today. What up, Sugarfoot? Hey, man. Real talk. I wanted to ask everybody a question. Y'all see that footage? Did y'all see the footage? The numerous angles of Mr. Kirk? I don't care who you are. That was a tough watch. Yo. And it kind of like led me back to like my first traumatic experience of seeing somebody get unalived. You know what I'm saying? So it brought me around to saying like, yo, I don't use social media to gauge how I feel about anything. You understand what I'm saying? How people feel on social media has nothing to do with how I feel about things. You know what I'm saying? I don't let it influence me in a negative nor a positive way. All I can say is that was very tough to watch. And we have absolutely become numb to seeing certain things like this on social media. Y'all tap that screen for me, man. I ain't asking y'all for no cash or none. Just tap the screen so you know the algorithm show that I'm working. But I'm gonna just say that was a tough watch. The first angle I saw, you couldn't really you could only see so much. And I did not go looking for the angles in any way, shape, form, or fashion. What up, O? What up, O? Just talk about daily events. You know what I'm saying? Feel free to come on. Feel free to come on. But I just like we are desensitized to a lot. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. And you know, I wasn't a fan of dude or his content. Some of the things he said I agree with. Some of the things he didn't. But I wasn't like a, you know, I had no ill will in my heart towards that man. I had no hate towards that man. But I gotta say, I absolutely gotta say, yo, that was a tough watch. And it brought me back to, like, I immediately went back to a trauma of mine. I can't remember how old we were, but me and my homeboys, we might have been 13, 14, maybe 15. When we saw one of the older, he wasn't much older than us, but we watched him get unalived. Like right in front of us. Like his sister and mother got off the bus from work to him unalived on the ground, and I saw the whole thing. And that brought me back to like seeing this today with Charlie Kirk. Like it just reminded me of how traumatic seeing something like this is and how much we see it every day nowadays. He says, right, it happens so much that we as a society has become desensitized to it. Yes. I mean, and listen, I'm 43, and I don't care how old I get, yo. I'll never be comfortable with watching what I watch today. Because the first angle, you just see the reactions and this, that, and the third. But there was an angle that showed exactly what this area does once it's punctured. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did a video earlier. I didn't say anything. I just put his picture up and I let it run. You know, I really didn't say anything because he was still alive. I hadn't seen those angles of the video yet. I was at work, so I went and finished my day at work. And by the time I got back to social media, the angles popped up. Different angles of what happened. And right, Shonda, right. Like, and seeing this today showed me that my initial traumatic situation that I saw had never been addressed. It had never been addressed. Like I watched this man climb out the car and like watch his soul leave his body in front of our neighborhood store. He was unalived by a fairly older gentleman who had gotten robbed the night before. Long, you know. But seeing this today, right, oh, right. Like, I'm not gonna get into the politics of it. I want to get into the lack of sympathy for human life, the lack of empathy, all because you disagree with somebody's stances on things. Like, this takes me back to when y'all remember the brick girl, the girl that allegedly got hit with the brick, and people were saying, "Oh well, that's why y'all ain't nothing but bullet bags." You know what I'm saying? Like they was cheering on. It just trips me out to see people cheer on death, like regardless to who it is. I mean, when Kevin Samuels passed, they was throwing parties, all because you disagreed with that man's opinion on things. At the end of the day, the man that was unalive today was nothing but a social media guy. He had no power outside his words. He utilized them well. You know what I'm saying? And this just shows you the crazy world that we are in. Because while we were focusing on him, there was a mass shooting at a school in Denver or somewhere in Colorado, should I say. I'm not sure if it was Denver, but I think it was Colorado. It's crazy, man. Y'all tap that screen for me, man. I ain't asking y'all for no money. And you're right. Oh, them people is never gonna forget that. And then have it happen in a very certain demographic state. Yeah, he did. He did find a vein. Aaron trusted these people. Don't trust any of them. I don't know what you talk about, boss, but you know. You know what I mean? Hey, click like. Let me go ahead and look at you. Yeah, let me get you out of here. I'm gonna get you out of here, bro. I'm gonna get you out of here. Yeah. I heard about that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't a very sad situation, and people crazy out here, man. People crazy out here. But Josh Mo, I don't deal with bots or people with bot-ish accounts, so you're blocked. Um, I was very surprised that it happened in Utah. It's a heavy Republican state. Um, Now I see why the older generation keep saying stay prayed up. You gotta stay prayed up. The enemy, the Bible says that the enemy walks around roaring, looking to devour anything in its essence, in its presence. And when you leave your house, you got to stay prayed up. It's I know I'm not perfect, but I try to pray every day. I try to keep my head on a swivel. I try to be aware of my surroundings. And one thing that I can say that I do, and I do very well, I go with what my gut tell me. Even if my heart and my mind tell me something different. Even if my dick tell me something different. I'm going to go with my gut always. It's been times where I've gotten dressed to go out, have a good time. Some say, hey, bro, you might want to sit your ass down tonight. And guess what I do? I take my brand new outfit off, put it back in the closet, and I go sit down. Only to find out that the place that I was going to got shot up. You know what I'm saying? Gotta go with your gut. But I know what I saw today was a tough watch, regardless to who it was. I do not agree with almost nothing that man talked about. He made some logical sense with some things, but man, social media is a dangerous game. It's very dangerous, and I want to know when they moving slow with releasing, the information on the person that they caught. If it was a different demographic, or if it was if it fit the narrative of what they wanted to portray and pursue. Oh, we have information, baby pictures, and everything. We'd have it all. We would seriously have it all by now. Y'all tap that screen for me. Tap that screen, man. Let's get this past 1,000 likes. That's all I ask. This is a pop-up show. She has a similar story to yours with the trauma of seeing that in person. You know, it wasn't one of us. It was they would have had that broadcast. They would have baby pictures. They would have had background. Everything. And we'd know by now. But it doesn't fit the narrative that they're trying to run with. You know what I'm saying? That narrative would have been ran with completely. But man, I don't want to ever go out like that, yo. And like before I realized that he wasn't here, I had a friend of mine call me. He's former military. And I don't know why he called me, because we don't speak on politics. It's not nothing that I do on my shows or in my content. I tend to stay away from politics and things of this sort. But he was like, "Hey man, you seen that video?" I was like, "What video?" You know, just to be specific. And he was like, "The Kirk dude, this, that, and the third." I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, I don't know why they lying to folks. That man gone." I say, "What you mean?" He said, "Bro, I'm in the military. I'm former military. Where he got hit, and I didn't see like the angles. Mind you, this was like right after I posted my little whoop there woo, and then I went back to work and was handling my dailies at work. He called me in between me seeing the initial video and me seeing the other angles, because you know it's always going to be more vulgar or more graphic angles come out, because I don't know if y'all know, it's a camera everywhere. Every single person in this nation right now is a camera, because they have a phone and they're always recording. You know what I'm saying? So, he was like, "Hey man, old buddy ain't gonna make it." I said, "What you mean?" He said, "Man, look, dog, he got shot in the jugular." And he had seen the footage that I hadn't seen yet. It was a real short conversation, but he just called me, was like, "Yo, I don't know why they lying, saying like he's still alive, or he just in, he made whoop de whoop blah blah blah." They would have had K through 12, baby pictures, parents' name. Yeah. Yeah, they would have had motive and everything right now, or a narrative of the moment. Y'all tap that screen, man. We ain't got but 160 likes, man. Y'all tap that screen for me. You know what I mean? But I can say this. That was a tough watch. That was tough to watch. And I kind of like brushed him off the phone. And like I called him back, and like I didn't apologize because I didn't do nothing wrong, but I called him back later and was like, "Yo, well, you was right." He was like, "Man, look, I done seen it," because he's been in the military. You know what I'm saying? He's seen some things. He's seen things that I never want to see. You know what I'm saying? But then you get on social media and you got everybody tossing their opinions around. You know, you got your angry angels. You got you got a whole bunch of people who, like, I ain't gonna flex. Like, half of y'all was probably in the slow classes. How y'all be reporting on stuff? It's all over TT. Yeah. Like it was a tough watch. It showed me just how numb we are to things. It showed me just how crazy it is to see people celebrating. You know what I'm saying? And like the way that, like, I could see you not caring. If you don't care, I get it. But just off of what the man said and what you disagree with, I'm seeing people like act as if he actually has some power or influence in their life that affected him directly. Now, if he affected you directly in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I get it. I get it. But y'all didn't know him. Y'all ain't know that man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't know that man. Stesta. But at the same time, I don't like how the media is pushing over that school pew-pewing in Denver. Because while all that was going on with the Kirk situation, let's get this past 1,000, y'all. We just chatting. We just chatting. This ain't no show or nothing. We got an actual show tomorrow night. I'm just cool. The sad part is, I saw that video while I was at band practice. It shook me. And it, the first one didn't bother me as much because you couldn't really see what was going on. By the time I finished working and I got back to see like to lose that much plasma, so I'm gonna say out of the body that fast, and I know pew pews. You understand what I'm saying? I know pew pews. Did you see what happened at the House of Representatives in reaction to Charlie Kirk? No, I didn't. I did not see it. What happened? Fill me in. Jazz, what up, cuzzo? What's happening? Appreciate the likes, shares, all that. Parasocial relationships will be the end of some people on social media. What is parasocial? Break that down to me, because I've been hearing that word thrown around a little bit lately, and I'm not versed on what it is. The House wanted to do a moment of silence, and the Democrats was like, no. I mean, he's not a part of the House of Representatives. He wasn't a politician. But I'm gonna tell you one thing I do know. I want us, stay out of that. I want us, my people, the melanated ones, that ain't our fight. That is not our fight. That is not our fight. That is not our plight. That man didn't care about you. And the only reason I bring it up is because I'm a human and I care about decency. You know what I'm saying? And I care about empathy. You know what I'm saying? And I just didn't like how easily people celebrated it. You know what I'm saying? That bothered me a little bit. Because like it's people like and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, some people have a us versus them mentality. Some people have a eye for an eye mentality. That wasn't our eye, and this ain't our eye. Stay your ass out of it. You develop a bond, emotion towards someone through social media as if you really. Yes, that is absolutely true. Okay, I got you. That's parasocial. Now I understand what parasocial means. And yes, there were a lot of people. I mean, he had a crazy following. You know? There was even some people trying to get him into a political role. You know what I'm saying? But boy, I want y'all to know we live in the land of smoke and mirrors, man. Yeah, Mr. Nancy said this ain't our fight. Y'all stay out of that. And I'm seeing a lot of us clash on social media because some people feel like we should be celebrating, and some people feel like, you know, at the end of the day, like that's still like a human life. That still was someone that is a father, a husband, so that, you know, that's someone's child, and it's just social media. I ain't gonna say it's just social media stuff, because you gotta understand there's power in your words. There's an extreme amount of power in your words, and what we saw today was just that, you know. But like I said earlier, it was still tough to watch. There's no way you make it There's no way you survive. Just in the short clip that I saw. And then after I finished working, you know how you click on and TikTok try to force you to watch certain lives? I had went outside, took my little break. What up? What up? What up? Took my little break. I came back in. You know, I just put my headphones on and went back to TikTok, and a live was playing, and they were interviewing somebody that was 20 feet to the left of him. Uh, Charlie Kirk, controversial. Social media. Was he left or right wing? He one of them shits, man. I like famous for his clips and his debates and his stance on certain things. Oh, my dog's outside. My bad. I don't know you, my boy. You ain't about to come in here talk no crazy stuff. Okay, he was right wing. Whatever wing, both connected to the same damn bird. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Like people froze when it happened today before they knew to run. How the guy described it, there was really nowhere to run if there was somebody really posted and wanted to just continue to pew pew into the crowd because it was an amphitheater and it was outside. But he said he physically himself saw the impact of said bullet and he watched him go limp. He said he literally watched him go limp. I don't care who you are, man. That's a tough watch. Yes, Lay. And Lay, the first version I saw wasn't as graphic as the second and third one I saw. Like the second and third one, it was like a much closer view. Ooh. It showed me that I got undealt with trauma because I saw an older gentleman in my neighborhood get unalive when I was 15. Firsthand, you know what I'm saying? Like I saw this with my own two eyes. And I'm not from the go get therapy era. You know, when I was coming up, there weren't no therapy. Especially as a man, you gotta eat that shit. Yeah, yeah. Oh, I totally agree. I totally agree. Like, and it's just being spread so widely, so freely, and it just showed me like as a society, we are numb. We are numb to stuff that you had to go to the dark web to see when I was coming up. You know what I'm saying? You had to go to the dark web or order one of them two banned from TV videos to even ingest that type of content. Now you can literally click on your phone. Hey, Snacks, you right. You right. I ain't here to argue that. I ain't here to argue that. All I'm saying, it was a tough watch, and it reminded me that I got undealt with trauma from seeing people unalived. You know? Seriously. It just scares me as a society, how easily we watch something like that and then go on about our day. You know? Just as human beings. Like, take race out of it, take opinions out of it, feelings and emotions. Like I got sympathy. Not sympathy, but like, boy, it's still a tough watch. Like, for those of y'all that have not seen it, I'm not saying go find it, but if you see it, it's cool. Ooh. I'm more concerned with the the school shooting in Denver today. Like they ain't saying nothing about that. The kid's innocent. Children ain't got nothing to do with none of this. You know what I'm saying? And I got a nephew that's 9 years old. Hey, can you who? You touch a hair on a logic gram, boy. Ooh. what's the situation with the girl in Charlotte? Was that the one where the guy with the dreads stabbed her or something like that? Like, what was that about? Because I didn't fully get what happened with that situation. It's just like what happened? Okay, so that was that. What was behind that? Are we going to say mental health? Was dude going through a mental health issue? You know, because if I hate to be this person, but if this were on, if the roles were reversed racially, first thing they would say, "Oh, he has a history of mental health issues, and he was off his Zoloft, and you know what I'm saying." Like, it's crazy, man. Y'all tap that screen for me, man. Let's get this to 3K, man. And I ain't gonna be on here long, cause around here between Norman and Weston, we try to stay away from topics like this. We try to keep it lighthearted and fun. But just seeing the footage today showed me that I got some undealt with trauma. Hey, you want to know what keep me confident about leaving out my door? Around here between Norman and Weston. Draw whatever conclusions you might. They say he was a repeat offender of abuse. Hey, man, that's why when hurricanes come through and they wipe shit out, I don't be mad. There be times where we need a cleansing. We need a cleansing, man. It's not our fight, BG. Stay out of it. We can sit here and discuss how we feel about it on the outskirts, but don't get involved in that. What am I going to do to deal with my trauma therapy? Yeah, I actually just signed up for another round of therapy. I took therapy early last year. I strayed away from it. I wasn't too fond of my therapist, but I recently re-signed back up. My insurance clears it. Once my insurance clears it, I will be back taking therapy, and I now realize that this is another trauma that I need to address. And what's crazy is me and acquaintance of mine, associate of mine, we both witnessed the unaliving of the older gentleman in our neighborhood. And even he said, and I would have never expected from him, he was like, "Yo, Doe, you don't get it, bro. None of us ever got any therapy about witnessing that." So I know me and all my homeboys is messed up a little bit mentally, because that wasn't the only one we seen. We seen a lot coming up that was never addressed. Like, we didn't even discuss it amongst one another when it happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've seen a lot. Me and my homeboys have seen a lot. And I know probably me and out of the 12, 13 young men that I grew up around, we was our little crew or whatever, I know only me and one other have actually had a round of therapy. Like, I don't associate with all of them anymore, but the ones that I do still conversate with, I know only one or two of us have actually had any type of therapy. And this is the type of stuff that we walk around with. So seeing that today and the resemblance of what I saw when the older fella, and mind you, when I say older, like, he was only like a couple years older than us. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was like 15, he might have been like 20, 21, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like what military folks say, the ones who go overseas, there are things humans shouldn't see. Yo, I dated a young lady that went overseas, and she did not come back the same. She did not. She did not. She was in Afghanistan. Like, we wasn't in a relationship. we weren't in a relationship when she left, but we were still cool enough and cordial. So, but when she came back, she was not the same person. So I totally agree with that. She said I have way too many close friends that's been gone for 20 years and I'm only 42. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, me and the dude had just argued the day before. You feel me? We all lived in the same neighborhood. We was hood babies. Me and him had just argued the day before I saw him leave this planet. You feel me? About some petty shit too. Me and somebody else in the neighborhood had the same pair of Jabot jeans, and he liked to cut jokes about, oh, you got on such and such jeans. No, I don't. We don't even wear the same side. What we talk about? We had a big old argument. Next day, I watched that man pass, yo. I watched him get unalived because, like, he was in the back seat of a car, and the old dude that that unalived him had already went to the police station and said, hey, okay, I'll tell the story, but I ain't gonna say no names. You know how you got hood bootleggers? The old dude was a hood bootlegger. After 7, you could go to him, get your little pint or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, we could whoop that whoop blah, blah, blah. And apparently he had gotten robbed the night before. He went to the police station. The guy was in his 70s. He went to the police station. He said, hey, this who I think did it, or who I know did it, or whoop the whoop blah, blah, blah. And I'm going to tell y'all, if I see him before y'all do, I'm going to handle that. Old man wasn't playing. When he saw his man in the back of that car, I'm in a small neighborhood. Like, I'm literally walking. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 buildings in our projects. I'm walking from the back of the projects with my older cousin. I ain't gonna sit on there with my older cousin. And we're going to the store to get a cigar. I'm like 15. I just started smoking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally just started doing anything that I wasn't supposed to be doing. And we see a familiar car with the familiar dudes in it, and they're pulling away from the store. I never noticed the old dude standing in the middle of the road. When the car went to pull away from the store, he went to dumping. His whoop there, whoop, blah, blah, blah. The car that they were in, the driver jumped out and everybody that else was in the car jumped out. So the car is circling into the 4-lane highway, and he had the steering wheel turned and it rolled back into the parking lot of the store. I watched the young man crawl out of the car and just couldn't do much after he crawled out of the car. I watched 20, maybe 15 minutes later. I'm from Hemingway, South Carolina. So to get a good job or a decent job to survive in Hemingway, you got to jump on what we call the beach bus. That's a bus that travels an hour and a half away to Myrtle Beach to drop you off to jobs. I watched his mom and his sister have to get off the bus and see their sibling and son on the pavement. I watched as the coroner took 4 hours to even come. I watched the local police standing around his body, laughing and joking like everything was all gravy, like it was just a regular day. Like it was that man's family members out there trying to get at the police like, yo, what the fuck y'all laughing about? Ain't nothing funny, like y'all standing over this man's body and y'all laughing. What's so fucking funny? You know what I'm saying? Was this a perfect man? No. Could you disagree with some of his life choices? Absolutely. Was he perfect? No. But it was still a human being. None of us ever got no therapy or nothing. None of us ever got we did not get nothing from that but trauma. And I can and must say, I watched a lot of people change for the worse after that day. I watched a lot of people. Now that I'm older and I can look back at it, we were 15. We were kids, man. We were kids. I watched friends and associates of mine grow cold after that day. None of us got no therapy until like later in life. And there was only like two of us, man. Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. It changed me. It changed me. Like, you want to know what I did the next day? I went and took my mama pew pew. It weren't but a little 22, but I went and took that. I knew where she stashed that. I went and stashed. Yeah. Thank you, Jazz. Appreciate all the likes, shares, gifts, etc. But I said all that to say this. The things that we are exposed to every day is really creating monsters. It really is. It really is, man, because and mind you, that started a chain of events in my neighborhood. I adapted and adjusted, but man, now that I sit here and think about it, man, it's been downhill since that day for my neighborhood. Like, my neighborhood never was like. I'm from the gutter, y'all. I'm from the poorest town in the poorest county in one of the poorest states. I'm from Hemingway, South Carolina. And I'm not only from Hemingway, I'm from Donley. I'm from the South Side. We have no police jurisdiction. That's why it took the coroner so long, because he had to come all the way from King Street. Because Hemingway Police Department has no jurisdiction in my neighborhood. That was the start of a lot. Because a lot. Well, Lay, I'm gonna take you there one day to see it. You gotta see it to believe it. Like, a lot of great people come from that neighborhood, but it's only because of sheer will and the toughness that we developed, experiencing what we experienced and going through what we. You're right. Lay, you already know you'll be the last person I'll argue with. You don't speak nothing but life. But man, and who would ever think that what happened today would spur these emotions in me? Understand what I'm saying? Like, I didn't agree with nothing that man agreed with. I wasn't a fan of his. If I didn't see the visual, I probably could care less. But that was a tough watch. That was a very tough watch. And it's for reasons like this that I started my show. 9 years ago. I wanted to have a space where people could speak freely. I wanted to have a space where there was no topic off limits. There are things that I stray away from, just because I know how far people can go. And like, I've been doing social media 9 years, and I've had to back out on people because they disagree with things that I've said on social media. And it was nowhere near as serious as this. Is just like, I just disagreed with something. But man, yo, I said this about 2 years ago. If social media crashed for a year, that would be a great reset. That would be a great reset, because I think a lot of us have become numb to the things that we ingest, the things that we are able to see visually, compartmentalize, and just keep going on with our day. that second angle of old buddy bothered me. I don't know why. I don't know why. And I'm not a queasy person. I usually could see some shit and just, it is what it is. But boy, that was tough. Oh, man. Like, I'm about to turn on a comedy right now just to, like, try to laugh and, like, not dwell on what I saw today, because I still got a life to live. I still got a family to provide for. I still got things that I have to do and accomplish. But I can say that to say this. This ain't our fight. This is absolutely not our battle. Pick your battles wisely. Watch your words. Watch your actions. And just be mindful, man. Keep some sympathy and empathy, because 10 years from now, man, this place could be a very cold, heartless place. And think about how cold and heartless things are now. It's going to take the strong, smart, and wiser of us to try to keep some normalcy in what we call human nature. Appreciate you, Goddess. Appreciate all the likes and shares, man. And I don't know how we got here, but we're here. I know we did not agree with much that man said at all. But yeah, Sherry, it is, but it's up to us to keep that faith of a mustard seed and that and some form of human decency alive. If we all just fall to the wayside and do what social media wants us to do and is like trying to normalize, exactly, you were meant to be where you at. Who's going to check it? I thank you for that, Goddess. But man, I know I keep saying it, but boy, that was that in the same sense. Like, we aren't in control of what triggers us. We aren't in control of what brings back a flash of emotions and memories from our past. At first, like, I shared, like, I put his picture up. I didn't say a word, and the song I had playing was "This Is America." Won't get you slipping though. Won't get you slipping though. And Childish Gambino. I didn't say a word because I really didn't have much to say on the subject, because he was still alive at the point for what I thought. I had not seen the angle that I saw. I just saw the title. I scrolled a little bit and one angle popped up, the early angle. Went on about my business after I did the video. Came back to it. I'd already got like 5,000 views on it. I erased it on Facebook. I erased it. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, damn, have I become numb to it? Like, I was numb to it until I saw the footage. You know what I'm saying? It's like how somebody said earlier. Imagine the countries that are at war. And I know we can't talk about this on here, but imagine the traumas that those people have felt. Those people are here. Those Ukrainians and they're here. They're here. They're not getting these traumas addressed. You know what I'm saying? Them kids, we got to get some. We got to regain our human decency, man, because everything ain't black and white, man. Everything ain't black and white, y'all. Everything ain't easily brushed off. And just because you disagree with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Just because you disagree with somebody or disagree with their stance on things, it's still a tough watch. Tell the people How you've been watching the outcome and already knew what you did, and respectfully. Baby. It's a lot, man. And I kind of think I'm going to take a social media break. For Walmart 12 years, and she quit 3 days because of it. I am not a happy camper. Who that? Oh, what up, Sugarfoot? What up, girl? What up? What up? What up? What up? I didn't even realize that was you. So, like, you know how it was where I grew up and where I come from. Like, she personally knows um where I come from and a lot of the traumas that we've dealt with. You know, shit, man. Just this past year, we've had maybe like 10 shootings, 3 or 4 unalivings. Yeah, I I might just take a little break, man. I might, yo. Like, I don't even know why I'm doing this. I honestly said that I was just gonna chill tonight, but it was just on my heart to, I live alone, so it ain't like I got nobody in here to talk to. So I I gotta talk to y'all ass. You know what I mean? My brother and sister don't do social media, so I doubt either one of them know what's going on. I can't call them. Do it after blessing the ocean. I might just go take a dip in the lake in damn Lake Myrtle Beach, which is the ocean. And I used to do that all the time. I used to go out there like even at night and just dip my feet in the water and think, plan, and put my plans and everything in order. And I really do need to get back to grounding and doing that type of stuff because that has spurned many great ideas, many great business ideas in my life. I can't remember, man. You gotta remind me. I partake, so but man, you gotta be careful what you let into your temple. You gotta be careful what you let into your mind. Um, and shoot, man. Mm, I know I'm rambling on, but y'all bear with me, man. Y'all bear with me, man. Um we gotta do better. We gotta do better. And if you are doing better, then continue to strive to do what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? If you wake up every day, you try to do the right thing, continue to do right by people. You keep God or whatever energy that you pray to first. But man, we got to keep our heads on a swivel out here, man. We got to be careful. You got to be wary. But that was crazy today. That was crazy. And also with that situation with the young lady in Charlotte, the stabbing, that's crazy too. You know what I'm saying? And I also want to say this: we got to start doing a better job of our communication amongst one another outside of social media. I know people who are the friendliest people on social media, the happiest people on social media. They're cool with everybody, but you see them in public, they don't know how to hold a conversation. They don't know how to say hi, hello, how's your day? It's been times where I've been having a bad day and somebody say something nice to me, change the whole trajectory of my day. And it costed them nothing to do it. It costed them nothing to do it. Like maybe a month ago, I was pumping gas and I wasn't having a bad day, but I wasn't having the best of days. And older Caucasian lady, I've never seen her a day in my life. She put up on the opposite gas tank from me. Um, she climbed out of her truck, and I just nodded. She walked like maybe like 5 feet past me and turned around. And she was like, I don't know what kind of day you having, but smile, son. You handsome. You alive. You handsome. We ended up having like a good little 3-minute conversation, but that didn't cost her a dime to do that. That changed the whole trajectory of not only that day, but my week. Let's start being, let's be kind. We're supposed to be kind to one another. What old buddy said on center? We're supposed to be, yeah, come on, man. Because it's a cruel world we in. It's such a cruel fucking world that we live in. It really is. Oh, I took mine away. I had a welcome mat. But yeah, man, we're supposed to be being a little bit kinder to one another, man. And I got into the habit of not speaking to people, especially because when you speak to them, they act like, you got dookie smeared on your face. Right now, I don't even care what it is, man. I nod, I acknowledge you. I say hello, hi, how are you? If my spirit tells me to lay, I pick for I be clean. But let's just try to do a better job of spreading a kinder energy amongst one another, y'all. We gotta. No, you absolutely can't. You absolutely can't. But it's not welcoming it, but let's start trying to spread more positive energy. Let's start trying to spread more positive energy amongst one another. Um, I'm working on myself. I would suggest all of you do the same because I don't think things are going to get easier before it gets harder. Who knows what this starts for those people, for that demographic? Who knows what type of civil unrest that starts for them because they're really at war with one another because they're watching everything that their forefathers built be dismantled. And when you're not used to struggle, like us, you don't know how to handle things. You know what I'm saying? You do not understand how to handle things. You do not know how to deal with your emotions without acting out or going into a rage. And I want us and my people, stay out of that, man. Yeah, Sherry, you're right. You can't let it affect you, though. See, I've been adapting a mantra to only worry about things that I can control. If I speak to you and you don't acknowledge me, that's fine. I can't control that. I did my part. If there's anything I could do to help anybody to make their day better, to try to better their lives, I do that. I've recently understood the power of my smile and not clenching my jaw, not walking in with my overly defensive mechanisms that I usually have. And I've been noticing a different energy that I get. So now I'm consciously smiling when I walk into work. I'm consciously smiling when I walk into a gas station. I'm smiling like, hey, how you doing? All right. Everybody all right? Yeah, all right. I just want better for us as a complete human society of people, man. Life is going to hand you some bullshit. So we don't need to hand each other more bullshit just because we're accustomed to being on the angry side of things, because we're accustomed to our self-defense mechanisms. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to work on myself. I want everybody else to work on themselves. None of us are perfect. We all got our shit to deal with. We've all got our own traumas to deal with. None of us are perfect on this planet. But I do want us to work towards being better people. I want us to work towards being more sympathetic and having empathy towards everybody on this planet, regardless to what race, creed, nationality, gender, preference, this, that, and the third. Right. When you know how short life is, you definitely work on making it the best you can. And yes, I absolutely agree, Lay. Because it is short. I'm 43. I got homeboys that left here in their 20s. I got homeboys that left here in their teens, man. I got homeboys that will never, ever see the light of day again. Hey, Cuzzo, hit me up, man. We need to link up, man. We need to link up. I need to be more in tune with my family and people that rock with me. You know what I'm saying? Like I may do a Doe Show fall bash get together, about 30 people at my crib or something like that. Some small and intimate. You know what I'm saying? You know, you already know I'm gonna whip the pots. What if I felt as if though you're limitless? I don't put no limits on myself. I don't. I don't. And if there's any spiritual insight that you can give me to help me achieve the goal, I'm with it. I'm with it. There's certain events in your life, like we all watch the movies about people's biopics or biopic or however you want to put it. Everybody in life has an event or a situation that steers them in a certain direction. It's like a crossroads or a an event that puts them on the path that they were meant to be on. I'm not saying that today did that, but a certain chain of events are making me get back to the core of what I'm doing and what I should be doing, what my gifts are, what I was put here on this planet to do. But hey, man, I ain't gonna talk y'all head off, man. I done been here long enough preaching. It's been a long time since I've actually done a full show by myself, and I'm gonna get back to doing more of these because I just feel like it's necessary. I feel like my words, my influence, my opinion on certain things should be heard. Hey Lay, you came out that joker with the like you was already mama mentality before. But I remember me and you having a conversation and you was skeptical about something. I said, Mama, spread your wings, man. Ah, damn, eagle. Fly, Robin, fly. And I love it because you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it. You put in the work. You gain the knowledge. And you are one of the biggest blessings in my life, and I thank you and I appreciate you. And you already know that I ain't doing that to like for no social media class, but you already know how we rock. You my nook. You my nook. But you know, we gotta do better as a people. We gotta do better as a society. We gotta do better individually. Um, Deal with those traumas, man, because it's like I say, man, like seeing what I saw today took me back to the first time I saw somebody leave this planet, man. And me and a bunch of my homeboys saw it, and none of us ever got trauma for it. I mean, therapy for it. None of us ever. Well, I did get therapy, but not for that. You know what I'm saying? Like this showed me today just how unaddressed that was. You know what I'm saying? What up? What up? What up? What up, Kim? What this is? What up? What up?
It's crazy because I watched the evolution from Jump Street.
Say it again.
I said I watched your evolution from Jump Street to now. I was literally one of those people back in the crowd that's just looking at those stacks, looking at like, I love your opinion. I love the way you come off to people. I also think that you don't give yourself enough credit for your opinions too.
I don't.
It's one thing to be highlighted in social media, but it's another thing to give your actual self credit. That's not something that you would ever do. Just knowing you, that's not something that you would ever do. You wouldn't give yourself the credit. Why? Because how many niggas done did it before me? It's really funny because people really need your face at the forefront. And I know that sounds so superficial, but they don't know what that face being at the forefront means. That means we have a body that'll talk for me, that won't lie for me. That means I got somebody that's looking out for the collective versus looking out for myself. And when you do your podcast and when you be coming across, and I will stand 10 toes on this. I can't name to y'all how many times I've hit those stacks out of a whim just because I picked up on his energy and he was just doing it. I think that where you're going from here was somewhere you couldn't see yourself at. And that's all cool. I can't see myself there, but guess who the fuck the world would place there? The fact that you could never see yourself in that damn light is the real reason why everybody would put you there.
I appreciate this, man. I knew it was a reason I came on this live tonight. I was not going like I wasn't even going to do a show this weekend.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I wanted to put down them cards because I felt as though I was becoming mainstream, like I was becoming one of the social medias. So I wanted to put down the cards.
Mm-hmm.
But at that same moment, I picked up those cards and I was like, so what I'm supposed to be telling everybody? And when I looked at them, I recorded everything and you was one of the first people to see it. I don't want people to think that I just support you just because I know you. No, that's never it. But what I will say is 7 was significant for you. Where you said you didn't remember it at, I remember that part of your life when you was willing to give up something where you saw nothing.
That's true.
And that's where I saw you at. And you gave up 7 of those pennies. The crazy part is when I was saying it to you, you said, Jazz, you crazy as hell. You also said 2 in the same sentence. So what I gotta do? You said 7 of them. We did it together. But what I like to think is that you did your big one. You did what you were supposed to do. You were supposed to do it in those moments, and I never regret ever going on anything. It was when you asked me that you needed a reading. You don't need a reading. I gave you that the day you sent those 7 pennies off where they needed to be. Nobody had to read you after that. You already did your shit.
No.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me you went down after that.
Yeah. No, I didn't. No.
Come on. I mean, you might.
I mean, it's peaks and valleys to everything, but
But just put it on the table. Put it at front's worth. And I would like for you to know that I watch you go through that and I watch you build that shit and I watch you build yourself too. So it's some things that they be telling us to be humble about. And you really need to have that second ego about.
I try not to.
I know you try not to, but this is your biggest message. Either you have that second ego or you gonna let somebody else take your path. Where we at? So you willing to let somebody take over?
No.
Or is this something that you knew you had from Jump Street? Maybe I might needed a little fine tuning.
I needed a lot of fine tuning. Jazz, you gotta remember, Jazz. Well, shit, both of y'all named Jazz. You gotta remember, I was a little short, fat motherfucker that stuttered.
And you think I wasn't the damn tall motherfucker that goddamn steered wrong? They called me goddamn tall mama tank. Tall mama tank. Yeah, you was the short motherfucker, but guess what? I was tall mama tank. So where we sitting at?
And I was Ed Boney, and I was the skinny short girl with the big boobs. Okay, the special now. I'm special. Skinny girl with the big boobs.
We all have definitely come.
That part.
We
come on now.
That part.
Yeah.
So what y'all trying to say? We can't dictate our fucking damn future. What I told you, those stacks, I said, if you feel it, you believe it, you'll have it.
Yeah.
Literally, you did it in front of my own fucking eyes. I was fucking goddamn bamboozled. Cause first off, I tried the same thing he did. Ain't went the same way, but I got kids. He ain't got kids, so
it's not as easy as I make it look.
Ain't that easy?
It is not as easy as it may seem. You know what I'm saying?
It's not. It's easier when you don't have the kids. But what I'm saying is to you, though,
I got 3.
You got it. You got the know-how, the where-how. You also have that look about you that doesn't make you like the old nigga. And you look just like these niggas. So they trying to figure out if you gonna pop a cap in their ass or you gonna vibe with them niggas. That's where they at with you.
I'm too old for any of the nonsense. Like yo, I'd rather give you a dap and a hug and make it home.
But they don't pick that up off of you though. And I don't pick that up off of you. First off, let me tell you something, Don't Stacks. That energy has been
because
stringent and strange.
Okay, now I give you exactly what you're looking for. Play me if you want to. Okay, let her come out the basement if you want to.
Hey man,
how about add me to the video call? Hold on, I'm about to try to add it.
Just click your screen, and when the camera symbol pops up, I'ma replenish my refreshment. I'll be right back.
What's up, baby? Yes. Hold on, I'm trying to turn my damn. Tell the mirror come here real quick so I can turn my damn camera on. Cause I actually wanna give out some free readings tonight. Like I really wanna do that. But I think I want to do it off of those stacks goddamn energy. Like I want him to be able to say, like, I didn't say get in my phone. I said try to fix it.
It's almost like if I'm
there you go.
willing to accept the challenge of what y'all asking me. Is times where I'm human, so I never lack confidence, but I second guess myself sometimes.
You gonna set that call in the right.
You've never, okay, so let me say this. I know this is about to be super weird, and I hope y'all don't feel no type of way when I say this. So, those things, you say that it's super weird for you to be super confident within yourself. I think that is a strength, not a weakness. The weakness would be if somebody could come to you and play on you and say, "Oh, I know where you reach out to. Now I want you to kind of highlight me too." What I do know about you is you've had that goddamn constant damn thing lingering over you. Okay, hold on.
How do you know this?
There's some person that's in your broadcast that shouldn't be there, and I'm gonna put that on blood. They don't resonate. They don't even recognize with your spirit. The shit don't feel natural, and if it ain't natural, it ain't it. And I'm gonna be that bitch. I'm gonna say it. Like, I don't care how I look.
Okay. Come on. Oh, this happened for a reason. Come on.
I ain't never interfered with your shit though, those stacks. So
You know
please
I don't
tell
come.
these people that we don't talk ever unless I feel something that I need to say to you, or if it's something that I feel is going on. When do we talk? More for you, those
Come on.
stacks, because you really fell into a damn time span. You went into a loop recently. The thing is, they wanted you to understand that you shouldn't put yourself into a time loop unless you want to stay there.
Mm.
Everything you did recently put yourself into the time loop that you wanted to get yourself out of. And then you went back and you looked at it and you was mad at it. Cause I really put myself back in that time loop, and bitch, if you could have just told me not to do it, we
So
would be there.
easy. Make it so
Wrong?
easy.
Am I
So
wrong?
no. You are
Talk
not
to me,
wrong.
big dog, cause you
You
know I ain't never that person.
you ain't wrong about none you said. Um,
Mm.
the question I want to ask you: should I continue to be aggressive with my approach on what's next?
Yes, you're not aggressive enough.
Mm.
I
The
be trying to
things
let
that
folks
you
live.
want,
You know,
the
listen.
things that you want, and the actual things that are gonna take place moving forward, it won't take place if you're consistent and you're complacent with the fact that, oh, I'm just gonna be a damn antibody.
Mm.
I got you.
Either you change it, or we're looking at the same nigga that damn brought us into it. First off, they like to say the millennial shit, but what I want you to understand is
What's
if
up,
it's
Kobe?
a millennial, it's mental. We need to understand what that mental felt like. Why is it that our kids are succeeding way past us?
Mhm.
Mm.
Mhm.
My kids are gonna forever succeed past me because I've known for a long time I ain't got it.
Mm-mm. I needed this tonight, y'all. I needed this tonight, man. Like, you know, uh,
Big talk.
I do everything myself. And when I
Okay.
tell you everything, I do everything myself. I mean alone. You know what I'm saying?
And I love that for you.
I do have an excellent support system. That young lady lay right there, that's my nigga. That's my crutch. That's nothing flows without her. Nothing flows properly without her. I got some things to do, man. I
It's
got
some
some.
things you haven't said though. What have not told everybody about Jazz? Cause the biggest thing
That my
here,
cousin.
no, but nobody don't know that about me, you, or
It's shit, man. We go back goddamn 20 years at least. Crazy 20 years.
they don't know that about us though. So the biggest thing when they talk about those stacks, I'll be like, I literally would tell this nigga, like, you not meant to be in his energy. It's crazy. It's
Oh, well,
crazy. I don't want the nigga. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is,
family. Like,
but the kids though, if I could put you on that oldest kid, I could bet big money right now. You got somebody to invest in, and I need a manager for that nigga.
mm,
Send me a
you took it right out my mouth. I
uh
want somebody to do for my oldest daughter.
I I was headed down the
No,
I was headed
I know
down
you got him.
I was
Like,
headed down the mentorship path for a couple years. I'm not gonna lie. I got discouraged with some things that was going on in my life, so I backed away. I'm like, how can I mentor them when I'm still trying to address these
Yeah,
things in
but
my life?
everything you're going through is so you can
so
teach
this
the
is
next
what I
person
was looking
the
at with
children.
Jasir. I was literally like, okay, so check this out. I get that you think that nothing's moving forward, but guess what, sir? You haven't talked to the amount of people that your mom and dad has talked to. And also, I think
Mhm.
that I really fucked that shit up. I was letting your
Yeah.
daddy run it.
Mm.
I kind of fucked that up.
I was
I
sick.
wasn't trying to
I
be
was sick when I
funny,
had my
not on that
oldest.
type of basis, but it
Yeah.
was more along the lines of my kid been doing that shit. That nigga got rhymes. Like, first off, I would literally put him on the line with you, fucking Dos Stacks. Dos
Mm.
Stacks, I put that baby on the line with you, and I know you ain't gonna turn him down.
Nah.
That's the funny
I
part of
mean,
it.
I mean, I mean, but Jazz, you don't like they don't understand. Like you've seen me back in my artist days, and I used to tell these niggas a new one, yo. She don't,
Alright,
yo,
alright, alright.
yo. She
So
done see me.
I'm about to send you to
Mm.
the hub. Cause I feel like
Like,
we really
hey,
leaking
hey, Jazz,
on.
hey, Jazz.
Mm.
she's seen me like mm, she's seen me get busy.
Okay. Okay.
She's seen me get
Fuck.
busy, but y'all, man, I'm a
Joe Stacks.
yes, ma'am. What's up,
So
boy?
tell the kid, listen, Joe Stacks, first off, I told that kid I wouldn't support him if I didn't. So before you leave this damn live, let this baby play that shit and then tell me.
You got muted. Who muted you?
It cut out.
Did you hear me?
No, it's cut
No, no,
out.
no. You went out for a second.
Hold on. I'm about to let him play his shit. I want you to tell me your damn good and honest opinion, Dos Stacks. Like, dead ass. Be real with me.
Go ahead,
And
play
look
it.
at the kid.
Play it. I want to hear it. I want to hear it.
That's something you can search it up on.
No, you just gonna play it.
Just play it. I want to hear it raw. I don't even care if it's mixed, mastered, or nothing. I want to hear it.
And I already know Doe about to damn eat off that shit. And I'm going to damn pay that nigga.
I don't want to eat off it. Look, long as he elevated, I ain't looking to eat off nothing. I don't miss no meals. Just know that about me. Amen.
Thank you. We ain't missing no meals. We treat
Come
these
on now.
kids like the
God
goddamn.
knows it's right.
Let me hear you, boss.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Told my people if I blow and let that fake it to me, cut my throat. Throwing functions trying to blow when I was hyping, they ain't show. Surround myself with better people than before. I still ain't know that once you get some money, and they gon' turn real slimy when they broke. Okay, I get in that whip and push my life away when I'm alone. You was just my dog, but you say something else and switch the tone.
Grab the phone so
Used
you
to
can
wear
say
my
his
image, so I
damn.
rap it in the song. I don't say bitch, but you a bitch. And leave me alone, don't hit my phone. I seen evil people do some good in life, the change is real. Get some motivation, look up to my aunt, no neighbor seal. 4 blunts in rotation, I do anything if I can heal. Fuck consideration, you ain't ask me how the fuck I feel.
Pause
Too
that.
much
Pause
in it.
that. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. Pause that. I'm gonna put this cigarette out. Just in the first 6 bars, you've already showed that you're looking for growth.
Mm.
You spoke on people that influence you.
Can I give
You,
them to
you,
you, those
you,
stacks, though?
I'm
Like,
not.
this literally my kid.
I'm not into music like that anymore. But I'm going to give him any resource that I have.
I'll give you whatever
Hey,
money I got.
No, 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 no. This
okay.
ain't. This
I'm gonna
ain't.
let. I'm
This
gonna let.
ain't. Yeah, 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 yeah. Just let me and the young man talk. Don't get discouraged because the simple fact that you're not speaking on a lot of the nonsense that a lot of people your age speak on is going to be harder for you, but your victory will be better. You understand what I'm saying? Um, you have a in tune, and I could just tell this from the first couple bars. You have a unique perspective for somebody your age. You're obviously very very mature for your age, and I don't even know your age, but I know your age demographic. Um, what I'm going to suggest for you to do is find a sound that caters to you and no one else. That's going to separate you from everybody else. That's going to make sure your cream rise to the top. Also, the fact that I'm not sure if you put out a project. You need to put out a project. It does not have to be a long project. It could be 4 songs with 4 visuals. Make sure those 4 songs tie into one another. Whether it be you telling a story, whether it be you telling your life or what you want to bring about, because your music is your individual reflection on what you want to bring about to your audience or what audience that you want to bring in. Those people, just off energy alone, will attach themselves to you. And you're not going to have to force an audience. You're not going to want an NBA YoungBoy audience because that ain't your audience. You're not going to want a Savage 21 audience because that's not your audience. Do some soul searching on what you want to be as an artist. And once you get yourself set on that, develop your sound and understand that you have a small window.
Mm.
The window that I had when I was doing music is not as large. It's not your window is smaller than ours because of how music is pumped out and forced out nowadays. You can have a hit song this month and nobody know you next month. What I'm gonna need you to do is within the next 2 months, give me a 4-song EP, and I'll plug you in with my people to get you some visuals.
Come on
I,
now.
I will plug you in with my people to get you some visuals. I know some great cameramen and camera ladies. If you need help writing the treatment for your videos, I will hands-on do that for you. But give me 4 songs that you want to represent you and nobody else. Not your crew, not who you roll with. I need 4 songs about you and what you want to present to your people. to your core audience, what you want to bring in, because what you send out is what's going to magnetize back to you. I love what I've heard so far because the beat is generic, but I don't listen to the beats because we all can go on YouTube and get the same beats. We all can go to our homeboys who've just started and get the same product. Find 4 beats that touch your soul. Let those words touch that beat and present it to me. I will give my email to your mom. Send me the songs, whether I like them or not, because it may not be for me. It's for your audience, not me. If you show me the initiative that you want to pursue this, because it's going to take a lot. It's not going to be easy. Shit's not going to be easy. We from South Carolina and there's no light here. But any resources that I have in my reach, they're yours, man. All I ask of you is 4 songs on 4 original beats.
I got you.
I appreciate that, man. And I appreciate you and your mom. I'm going to send your mom my email and we'll go from there.
I got you. Do you want to hear the rest? Because I feel like I ain't even get to the best part.
I don't need to. That's the best part to you. I heard what I need to hear, because one thing record label's going to tell you, just like they tell me, what you say in the first 30 seconds is what they're going to listen to.
Yep.
You're talking to somebody who went to numerous record labels with a 25 song demo, mixed and mastered. You feel me? They listen to the first 15 seconds of each song. Yeah. I done been in them offices. I've been in Def Jam South office. They listened to one song out of the 23 that I took all the way through. And they said, hey, go get that mixed and mastered. And some other shit went on and things didn't work out. That wasn't my path. I'm here now. Give me 4 songs. Make sure those first 30 seconds of each song punch. And we'll go from there. I don't need to hear nothing else. I want to hear something else. Bring it, bro. You got this. And listen. I know you're at the age where you feel like you know everything. Understand it? No. Like, we intend to think that I've been your age. Take heed to what your mom telling you, man, because I don't know too many parents that intentionally steer their children wrong, bro. So I'm gonna inbox your mom my inbox. If you feel like you already have 4 songs that are on original beats that you want to run with, send them through, man, and we'll go from there.
Got you.
Hey, y'all, I didn't plan on being on here this long. It's been an eventful day. It's been an eventful night. I will be live tomorrow. I will start out on Facebook at 7:30. My usual cast will be about. It won't be a solo show. Both Jasmines, I appreciate the hell out of y'all. I'm gonna unwind and get myself prepared for my day tomorrow. What's your name, boss man?
Like my original name or just like
Both.
Well, my name is Kyrie.
You're Junior.
Yeah. And then
what's your stage name?
John Rex.
John Rex. Well, with a name like John Rex, I'm gonna need you to say that with more confidence. When I say my name, I say Dos Stacks.
Oh, I'm just sleepy. My bad.
No. Wait up. Hey,
that's a
introduction. Hey, you don't know right now. You sleepy, but you talking to somebody that could, like, bro, present everything how you want it to be presented. Do things in confidence and do things with a mindfulness, and always go with your gut. If I never tell you nothing as a young black man in this world that we live in, go with your gut, brother. And if you truly believe in yourself, you can achieve whatever you want to achieve. I'm not saying this shit gonna be easy. I'm not saying it's gonna be a straight, easy path. It's gonna be peaks and valleys. But if you truly believe in it, man, you can accomplish that shit. And I'm gonna be on your ass now. I want my 4 songs. You owe me 4 songs, bro.
I got you.
We locked in. I know your mama. And listen, don't make me call your mama, because I will call your mama on you.
You don't gotta do that.
Okay. All right. 4 songs, man. But Dickerson C32 at Yahoo. Just in case I forget to inbox your mom. Dickerson, Dickerson, C32 at yahoo.com.
You got that? Okay.
It's probably already in her email.
Probably so.
But hey, man, y'all remember, man, like I always say, man, y'all keep God first. Stay in your lane, drink your water, mind your business. Okay, do whatever you want to do in your life. As long as it ain't illegal or hurt nobody, y'all do that shit. And I will see y'all tomorrow night. I do not know what the topics will be. We may even wing it. You know what I'm saying? But y'all have a good night. Y'all stay blessed. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Young man, I need my 4 songs. Hey, if I don't get 4 songs in a month, I ain't gonna feel like you serious.
I'm gonna make them as soon as I get off.
I give you a whole month.
Nah, it ain't gonna take me that long for 4 songs.
Okay, well, let's go. But remember, that first 30 seconds gotta, cause that's all them labels gonna give you. All right, man. Y'all have a good night. I see y'all tomorrow. Jazz, both of y'all. Thank y'all. Peace. Love you, Sugarfoot.
See y'all.
Peace, y'all.